Small boat project today. I kind of hit a stopping point on one of my other projects that I'm really not happy about, and I'm still wearing my work clothes, so I figured I would come and do something productive. And before I can do any work on the big boat, 1971 Land and Sea, I need to have some fucking stairs that can actually handle the weight of a person. Right now, that doesn't handle much of anything, so I'm gonna have to fix that up a little bit. I think I'm just gonna take some 180 grit sandpaper, hit this all up after I take all the brackets off, and then put this back together and maybe drive some screws from the outside to the inside on here, just to kind of build this up a little bit. Maybe move these brackets forward a little bit, put some new holes in here. It ain't gonna be perfect, but it'll look a heck of a lot better than it is now. So, all right, let me take this apart. It ain't gonna be that exciting. It's literally just some Phillips head screws, and I'll start sanding. Did you look how pretty this grain pattern is? Like, oh, hey, Sota. I feel like this is gonna look really good. Maybe I'll do some like experimentations and stuff. It's really rough. It's like it was never really sanded. It's like almost rough cut, but beautiful wood. I don't even know the species. So, all right, let me get the rest of these brackets off and start sanding and see how it looks. All right, so I actually swapped to 80 grit. I'm still working on some of this. This is like from the aluminum kind of, it looks like pitting and stuff. So thing is, like, if it's showing up, but there's this all along here. It's like this long line of what looked like something kept hitting this. I'm not really certain what, so I'm arguing with myself whether or not I feel like taking this to the planer, bringing it down to, I don't know, or maybe I'll just leave it and let it be the beauty that it is, the original beat up piece of wood. So I don't know, maybe I'll throw some stain on there and just see how it looks before I go any further. Yeah, I'll just do a little bit more sanding, throw some stain on there, and then we'll see how it looks. All right, just some preliminary testing. I'll take these outside in the sunshine here in a second and show you. So there's the natural 209. You can definitely see the pits and the dents and stuff, but they don't look horrible. They kind of almost look natural. And then the weathered oak. These are like really close. I think that one's a little bit darker. And then the red chestnut. Yeah. It's a little bit more red, obviously, so let's go outside. Look at this in the sunshine. Or close to sunshine. Whew, yeah. In the sunshine, I can't tell the difference between those two. That one's definitely more red. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you would have thought. I gotta get this all sanded down, though, and we'll get the wife weigh in on it and see which one she likes best. So let me get the rest of this sanded down. Well, I'm pleased. So basically, just sanded these down best I could with 80 grit, then 180 grit, and then 400 grit, and I left it overnight so that all the dust in here could settle. And I just rubbed that down with that weathered oak stain. That's the one that my wife wanted. And goddamn, is that not beautiful? Oof. Holy cow, I am stoked. So before, after, I still got the steps to do. This one, I'm just literally, I wish it was better than this. I'm just rubbing that stain on there, and then I just wiped it off with a paper towel. That's it. Beautiful. Oh, so shiny. I'm gonna end up finishing this off with some tung oil, and I'm thinking that the tung oil should seep in and help protect this a little bit. Plus, while we're on the boat, I could just carry the tung oil with me and see some wear on there, and I just rub it on. So let me get the other pieces done, and then we'll update you when we're done, when I'm done. Oh yeah, beautiful. Nah, these ones didn't take quite as much character, but this one, oh, look at those tiger stripes. I'm just beautiful. It's gonna look so good. All right, so next day, I just finished I'm gonna probably get some paper towels, wipe all this down. So what I did, pretty simple, just to keep this from like sitting on things, just put some screws in the screw holes. And I used some cardboard because the holy table would make for, make the screws fall right through. So I'm gonna use paper towels, wipe this down really quick, and then throw the tung oil on it, and get a video afterwards. So just a little bit of dust. I also moved inside here where it's like a little bit more normal temperature. So I don't have to run the heater so much. So let me get some paper towels and I'll start wiping this down. Yeah, action shots. Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Probably should be using like a special rag for this. But paper towels it is. I'll wipe it off with a microfiber. So, but it takes two hands because I got to flip these over, do the other side, do the ends, and then do the top. So let me get all that done and I'll show you some. So before, after. So shiny. It looks so good. Day two. These dried overnight and they're dry to the touch. So I'm just gonna buff them out a little bit just to kind of get any sort of dust or anything or high spots. You can do this with like a paper bag, I think, too. But I'm just gonna put another coat on and leave it to dry for another day. So, I mean, as you can see, they're pretty and they're nice and smooth. It smells good too. So, yeah, beautiful. I don't even know what kind of wood this is. All right, well, time to put this thing together finally. It's been sitting here drying for a few days, which was more than it needed. But then my kids started piling stuff up on top of it, so of course it needs to be fixed. One of these pieces, not this one, this one, there it is, has these scars. So I'm gonna re-drill these holes just off center a little bit, just to kind of give it a little bit of a different hole, so I'm not using these stripped out holes again. This is going to be underneath the step. Nobody's going to see it. I'll know it's there and it'll piss me off, but that's all right. So let me start getting these things together, and then I'm going to gusset it up with a couple extra screws and make sure that it is nice and sturdy so I can put this thing together and start working on other shit. Well, there she is. Got some new hardware to mount it. Still need to put the two screws on the floor there real quick, but I mean, overall it looks beautiful. Nice smooth finish. Of course, I've already been walking on it, climbing in and out of the boat, and next time I need to refinish it, just scuff it up with some sandpaper a little bit and throw some more oil on it, buff it off, call it a day. So I mean, this came out beautiful. I did throw some extra screws in the sides to give it just a little bit more strength, just to keep it from ever coming apart again, and it's just rock solid and probably prettier than this part of the boat really deserves, because I haven't even finished the door frame. But that'll happen eventually too. So hopefully that wraps up this video and I can start working on other shit, because spring is coming and I'm ready to take this boat out. So next is wiring and engine and water heater and everything. Yep.